of our waves galactic wave spell. My name is Felicia, as well as the Galactic Priestess of Spiral Light, Priestess Makala. All right, let's jump into today because I know Sister Marty and then Sister Donna are going to be coming in with their medicine today, activating their portals. So let's go in. Whoops, what's going on? What is this? It turned blue. Okay. I'm like, what the heck is going on? All right. Today is Wednesday, and this is August 20th, and we're Alpha, Kin 149. Ooh, this looks like it's all about right here in the throat area. What do you need to say or not? What do you need to say or not saying? Let's look at that. Oh, and by the way, I want to say hi to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, I finally got moved up a little bit. Finally. It only took almost a year. YouTube. Anyway, let's see. Kim 149, we're at Red Rhythmic Moon. I organize in order to purify. Balancing flow. I seal the process of universal waters with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. The color is red. Close enough. Planet is Mercury. Chakra is root. Earth family is gateway. I don't know why I said that, you guys. I really don't. Okay. Oh, we got iceless as the rune, the one that likes to stand by itself, stand alone. Just stand still. Yeah, 137. Let's do the stand still rune. That's what's going on today. Stand still. Ice, baby, come on. Okay, so the winter of spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are in effect blind. Okay. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice some long cherished desire. Be patient, for this is a period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishments is unlikely now. There is a freeze on youthful activity. All of your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy, yes, and wonder why, yes. A chill wind is is reach is is reaching you over the ice folds of old outmolded habits. Trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feelings, a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what is yours, what you are holding on to in the conditions of let go. Now, see, we were doing that yesterday. Shed, release, cleanse, away the old. Shed, release, away the old. Doing so will bring on the thaw. Usually, ice requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. At such time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support, and yet there is no reason for anxiety. Submit, be still for what you are experiencing and not necessarily the result of your actions or habits, but rather arise from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must empty, what has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth, to surrender in the display, courage, and wisdom. And yet there is another face to this stand still. Just as winter is the time for going within, drawing the ice can announce the time of restoration and renewal at this deepest level. Solitude, exercise caution, and do not be stubborn and persistent in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of the unrealized potential, the seed of the good. Trust your own process and watch for signs of spring. So, we're in now how this all ties in. Let me read the message, then I'll give you what Spirit is saying. Okay. Will is the quality of alignment of the third dimensional self with the fourth dimensional soul essence as guided by the fifth dimensional guardian or angel. What? Will is the quality of alignment of the third dimensional self with the fourth dimensional soul essence as guided by the fifth dimensional guardian or angel. Okay, let me read that again. Will is the quality of alignment of the third dimensional self. All right. With the fourth dimensional soul essence. Okay, so my third dimensional self and then my fourth dimensional self. This is actually making me hot and I'm breaking out in sweat. What the hell? As guided by fifth dimensional guardian or angel. What? I think we just hit that polar, like solar, like center part of the. Yeah, I think we get ready to have flash. And I'm not talking about a hot flash. Will is the quality of this alignment of the third dimensional self. Okay, so the will of the third self, when you activate the will of you, with the fourth dimensional soul essence, where the soul is the one that actually does the ruling. Okay, everything we do is always going to be the soul that is leading you, doing it, because the soul is the one that's on the journey. The body is just the one that comes along for the ride. It's just the body is just the vessel holding the soul to do the journey. So the soul essence, as guided by the fifth dimensional guardian or angel. So your fifth dimensional guardian can be your higher self. It can be your spiritual team. Howdy. It can be your soul assigned angel that was given to you at the time of birth. Okay, we have two of them that's given to you at the time of birth. And they're the ones that are just doing things in the background. They're watching you in the background. They're the ones that come in and say, like, you're on that highway and something weird is getting ready to happen. You accidentally cross over in a timeline that's not meant for you to cross over in. And all of a sudden now you're getting caught up in a timeline where there's going to be a catastrophic type of accident on the road, and you're going to be in alignment with that. So this is where that particular being that's watching over you takes you and jumps you up into a different timeline just so you can miss that. Or maybe jump you in front of ahead of the accident and you're witnessing it and seeing it behind you and don't know how the hell you got ahead of it. That kind of stuff. And that kind of stuff is real and it's happened to me. So this is all about the soul's will, the soul in all the dimensions from your 3 to 4 to your 5. Now, this is also linked to the hyperelectrons, active telepathic, and this is the super conscious of the 5th. This is coming from here. And it's the thermic force field. And that's all a part of the 5th dimension. So today, pay attention to what's coming up that is requiring you to really see it, to really pay attention to it. Pay attention to that today. And then some of you might have had some, this is called, believe it or not, harmonic 38. This is a solar process. And I just said that to a friend of mine today. I said, you know, we're getting ready for the solar flash, but it's not the flash that everybody's waiting for. Everyone's waiting for this big catastrophic, big old flash. No. It ain't coming like that. I already told you how this is going to show up. This particular flash is going to show up in a wave of the first one. Think of it like this. Thank you. I'm so glad you said it like that. That makes sense. Those of us that came in waves, like there was a wave of us souls that came first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave. Okay, so the first wave is going to get this hit of solar flash. It's going to hit you. It's just going to go boom. It's kind of like clear. We're just going to, you're just going to get hit right there in the center of the chest. And then your light just comes up and the activation in sync with how the sun shoots off this flare of light. And it'll be where it just gets really, really bright real quick. Like, take a picture, and then it's over. Okay? But yet and still the effects from it will be felt for weeks because things will be different. You'll feel different. Some of it, like we've had 1 or 2 of those type of things already happen, but it was to take us out of that negative timeline type of energy that they really wanted to anchor us into. That's why I put today's thumbnail of the anchor. So going forward, every time when we have these 10-day galactic wave energies, these are those timeline energies that we're building, that we're saying yes to, and we're building and constructing a timeline that overrides any of the lower and negative looping timelines. Our work right now that we're doing, not just for ourselves, for the humanity, for the world as a consciousness, is so important right now because we are literally building and redesigning a new organic blueprint that is being anchored in. So as each and every one of us do our part, which means shedding, which means letting go of stuff, because we have to allow ourselves to get the new codes so we can anchor that energy and imprint the information through our divineness of speaking, through our divineness of breathing, through our divineness of existing. We imprint that new imprinted code within the essence of Mother Earth. Ah! Can I get a hallelujah? I had to pull that one because I was feeling like, oh, Let me step back. Oh, geez. That's a lot of info that was coming in. It was like, choom, choom, choom. I'm like, oh, oh, oh. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so, man, let me tell you something. Guided by the universal water. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, guided by that water for sure. Um, Let me look at the tone here. I didn't say it right. Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah. There, hallelujah. Okay, let me see. The tone is that line in one. Okay, so this is tone number 6, and it's organized, balance, and equality. Organized, balance, and equality. Okay. So, music is behind life. The rules of life. From music springs all life. The whole creation exists in a rhythm. And the general phrase, it may be said that there is one common source of human disease, and disorder is that disorder in rhythm. So, all life on earth, including the rhythms of our body, are influenced by the rhythms of every changing combination of celestial movements. Daytime, for example, offer high energy of the sun for outward exertion and communication. Nighttime conversations welcomes the deepest deepening of intuition, supporting expansive internal processes. So the sense of balance. So today, how is balance, equality, and organized showing up for you? How is that? Hallelujah. How is that showing up? Where do you feel like you're organized? Where do you feel like you still need balance? Where do you feel like you need that equality? How is that energy showing up for you today? Okay, so wow. There's just some crazy energy going on. Okay, the Oracle Delphine is going to start us with mystic, know, seek, contemplate, philosophize. What is the magic within yourself? Live your magical life every single day. That's how I see that. The divine animals are saying gorilla. And this is reminding me of King Kong. Oh, wow, it really does. And it's peace, number 1. Gorilla in the mist. Notice how they got him like the gorilla. It has the ancient warrior arrow here, spear. Then there's this mist here. There's a planet here. There is peace. But this is also a representation of King Kong, because King Kong is originally the one that lives between the worlds. He lives in the in-between world, the middle world. So that's pretty cool. Peace. One of the things that he liked is when he went into the inner world, which is that middle world, he found that peace. But then again, he did reconnect to others that were like-minded families of his that he had to kind of have a battle with, but did get that connection. So what are we seeking with this mystic and the peace of self? It is time. Wow, you guys, look at this. Talking about the ancient mask. It is time. Look at the gearing, the ancient mask, all the shiftings. It is time, shifting out of different realities. But what is the message behind that is make the sacrifice. What is the sacrifice that needs to be made in order for you to make that shift? Does it require you to look deeper? Does it require you to be truthful about something that's still not sitting right? Where is that? When we look at the crystal grid, we get, oh, this is nice. We get the cleansing and the shungite, and we get a number 9. So the cleansing and the shungite, that puts that into perspective. You know, when you take a piece of the shungite, you rinse it off really well, get the black dust off of it, then stick it in your water, and it cleanses your water. It structures your water when you're drinking it, okay? So the shungite is also a good EMF protector also. It's a good energy shifter when you want to keep your energy up. So that cleansing grid with the shungite and quartz crystal. That quartz crystal, and this is the number 9. So what is finally being coming to an end, and then bringing in a new as a restart. So it's cleansing. See, this is right with that. Cleansing, truth, ancient earth energy, tourmaline, and quartz. Okay, so you're having shungite, tourmaline, and quartz. Now, once again, if you haven't made your bowl, your salt bowl, and put it underneath your bed, this is a good one right here to put together, to put into your salt bowl. The shungite, the black tourmaline, and the quartz crystal. Now remember, quartz crystals amplifies anything that it sits next to. It amplifies it. Okay, so now let's take a look at what the light code is. Expand your bubble. This is card number 15. Observe others, other realities, extend compassion. So extend your bubble. Extend. Be aware of your extension of self. And then what covers with that from the Lemurian is healing. What healing is still in process or needs to be done? Where are you needing healing? How do you see yourself with your healing? Keep in mind, this whole 10-day process is going to bring up those things that need to be revealed. So when we talk about the shadow of the self, it says the wounded child. Number 31, that 4, that foundation. Healing trauma makes the world feel safer. Isn't that true? Because hurt people hurt other people. People who were raised in negative households where they saw how fathers and mothers were belligerent, mean to other people, the things that they would say, they carry on those same traits because they know no better. So when we talk about the wounded child, what did that child witness? What wound was inflicted on that child? And now this makes a lot of sense. Make the sacrifice. What's the sacrifice that needs to be made to do this healing? What needs to come up? What needs to be expressed? What is the final part that says it's time? What is it? What is it time for? Because if you look at this, it matches with that healing card. That wounded child. What is wounded? And then here, what brings light to this is the inner voice. So the inner voice is saying what? What is the inner voice saying? Can you hear your inner voice talking to you? Can you hear what is being said? And now the final part, what the star codes bring is the Capricorn is bringing in what needs to be achieved. And then number 21 is the Venus. What is the beloved? What's being expressed? Remember, that higher self is the representation of the beloved you. So what is the beloved you bringing forth and presenting? What is that? What's being said? So, any questions about what I just gave you info on? So pay attention to flashbacks. Flashbacks that you might not understand. While you're seeing an image of something that was expressed, something you're seeing a glimpse of it, you're feeling a glimpse of it, you're seeing it. Pay attention to it. Write it down if you keep seeing it all day. If you keep hearing a certain word of something being said and you're hearing it all day long, you're seeing it even spelled out to you. Pay attention to that. Okay? So I had a huge one happen. I'm not going to get into it here. Only 2 people know about it this morning, what happened to me. And we really don't live in the reality that you think you live in. It's very dimensional. It's so dimensional. When you have evidence of how dimensional it really is, it's enough to blow your mind. And I'm still like having this moment of trying to wrap my head around it, because I got data and stuff to back it up. So I'm like, holy crapalola. My world, my life just got very surreal. I mean, like, yeah. There is nobody on this planet that can tell me anything different than what I've experienced. Nobody. Not one person. So pay attention when you're getting these weird flashbacks and you don't know why you're getting it. Pay attention to why does your body feel different. Pay attention to those things. Why do you know to go over there to this place and da-da-da-da? You don't know why you're going. Pay attention to that. Because obviously something took place with you there. And you need to go revisit that. Things are going to be revealed in such a way in these next couple of weeks that's going to be a little bit much for some people to take. Not just only in your personal world, but we're going to see some like, oh, look, turn the page, smack! A lot of that. And it's really going to be this, oh my gosh, what? Those moments. Okay. All right. Be good to yourselves. Hop on over to Marty, to her portal, and get the second part of your medicine. And after that, take a chill time, sit back, and bathe in some wonderful vibrations with Donna on her Instagram page of Amethyst Rain 23. All right, lovelies, be good. What platform? Shay, I put all the info in my first video in the description. Just go over to the description. Marty, just if you want to take a cheat sheet, just go to the live button and hit live and you'll see her page. But Donna's is on Instagram. And I just said what hers is, and it's all listed in the first video description. Just go tap video, look under description. All the info's there. All right, lovelies, have a good one. Be good to yourself. Much love. I will see you tomorrow for day 5 of the wave. And then tomorrow we'll more than likely be moving into some new codes. All right, lovelies, have a fantastic day. Make it count. Remember who you are. Bye.